Hi, I'm Justin Williams.
My name is Harmonica Sunbeam.
Hey, I'm Zay.
And this is
Newark
Up Close.
One of the great things about Newark is there's a ton of artistic and cultural talent here. So it was kind of the idea of let's partner together for the arts, culture, and entertainment cultivators that are already here. We've had like R&B singers that have had like #1 singles on our stage here. We've had comedians that have been on national television. And the fact that they can just like shake hands with somebody kind of like after the show has been like really great. I'd say what makes us different than anywhere else is we kind of combine like a craft cocktail product to where we use only local or African-American owned spirits and wines. We're definitely the only place in Newark where you're like, I'll have an espresso martini made with local ingredients and I'll dance underneath this disco ball that Justin Williams definitely hammered into the ceiling. Somebody is not going to come to the craft cocktail bar that has original artwork on the wall with bad intentions. Plus, I might be wearing an ascot at the front door, and so those guys get creeped out when they open the door and I go, "Good evening." It makes me want to cry how supportive the city has been. And so that's the thing that keeps me going. Like even last night, somebody's like, "This is cool. You had 2 different events tonight. They had nothing to do with each other. There's a wild vibe in here. I'm loving the mix of people that you're bringing together." And I'm like, that really is like, that's kind of the whole reason why we're doing stuff like this. It's like sometimes we're a queer space. Sometimes we're a Black nerd space. Sometimes we're a political space. Sometimes we're an immigrant space. Sometimes we're, I don't know if we fill necessarily one gap, but we're a thing where you can come and experience kind of just like a range of different things.
It means a lot to me to perform in the city of Newark because it's where I started at. I like to see all the growth and all the change that has happened, and I kind of feel like I'm giving back to the city that, I started performing in. Drag gives me the voice that I don't necessarily have when I'm out of drag. So it just gives me the voice that, that I wish I had all the time. So I did drag for the ballroom scene first, and then I started to perform. And there was a club in Newark called First Choice. It was the only gay club in Newark at the time, and so it was the place to go to. I started drag when we brought albums to the club, so you're sitting there with 3 or 4 albums still trying to decide, am I gonna do side A or side B, So I like the whole evolution, how far the technology has come as far as a drag artist and as far as all the other aspects of the drag artist, because we learned from each other. I started out where they were very strict about how drag should look. And now drag has opened up and there's so many different forms of drag. Harmonica gives me the voice and the power to be a role model and an activist and to speak for the voiceless.
I think Newark is a very bold, very in-your-face, very honest sort of place. And I think that is something that other cities or audiences may not be ready for. So I think you're able to do things in Newark in a way and for an audience that you may not be in other places. DJing is like one of my expressions, right? So my stage name is actually Popido, which is a family name. My dad definitely had a couple different careers he would have, probably liked. I think music was definitely one of those. So him training me and my sister in the house, to the Temptations has definitely been a fond memory that I can kind of recall for a while. I feel like I wanted to at least incorporate music into what I do, maybe as early as, high school or college. Quality of life I like to have for myself has greatly shaped what's possible and how I can play a part in shaping that.
When something relatively new is coming into Newark, it's like framing. I say, hey, I'm just a person who's doing a thing and I want you to do your thing and we do our thing together. The feedback I've gotten from some people is that Newark Culture Club actually sort of cultivates alternative visions of Blackness that maybe don't get represented, right? I think the tradition that I'm trying to build the most in this space is beloved community.